Welcome to Tent Talk, the podcast with Nancy McCready, where we talk about life under the big tent of God's presence and the provoking process of discipleship. Here we go.
Hey everybody, welcome to Tent Talk. This is Nancy McCready. The question today on this episode is, are you in the honest fight of faith or in the hot pursuit of sin? It's important to know the distinction. Take a listen, share it with others. We would greatly appreciate here at Tent Talk being given a 5-star review, that you would subscribe, that you would share so that we can get the message out. The more reviews that we receive, the more that we are out there, the more this message can be known. Help us out here at Tent Talk. Thanks so much. Enjoy today. Are you in the honest fight of faith, or are you in the hot pursuit of sin? There is a big difference. I was going to start a series today on this episode called At the House, and that will start very soon, probably in the next episode. But suddenly I saw a note on my desk, and it reminded me of something God put in me just a day or so ago, to be reminded about this difference as I walk with other people, as I encourage them. There is a big difference, my friends, between you being in the honest fight of faith, where you are learning this way, and you are going to have to pass through certain things where, yes, self speaks to you. It's not you, but it's talking to you. Sin is its power that wants to seduce and entice you away, tempt you to come outside of God to have life and what you need. You see, self believes it makes a much better God than God, and the power of it, sin, is the enticing power of that wants to continuously draw you away, deceive you to think that's you. Then flesh is the actual ways that you used to meet your needs. And so therefore, flesh, of course, is always offered up to you. I always liken it to a dessert tray when they bring it out to you, and it'll have several options on it: tiramisu, pecan pie, key lime pie. So your flesh has many different varieties and ways and flavors. You can go good today. You could go evil. Whatever is put before you on any given day in any given situation, so that you then choose a particular way of meeting your own needs, as sin entices you, and that old nature of self. A.W. Tozer said this thin tissue-like veil of self. Now, when the Holy Spirit rips it and He shows it to you, you'll never be confused again. So, my friends, we do have to pass through the testings of will we continue on with God. The test is giving you the opportunity to go deeper in your abiding dependency upon Him, because that's who you really are. And that's how you've been called to live. Then there's just the flat out hot pursuit of sin. Is, by golly, I'm going to sin. I want to sin. I've made plans for it. I put it in my calendar. I made a note. I'm going to set myself up all day long to go after it. I'll lie and cheat to do it. I'll smile at you while I manipulate you to get what I want, because, by golly, I'm going to sin, which means I am going to live independent of God. My friends, those are two completely different things. And there comes that point in time when, as you go this way, hopefully it dawns on you today that many of you have already won the fight that's your personal fight. And you have not yet discerned that the fight of faith that you're in today, sure, it's taking you in deeper with God personally. Yes, of course, always. That's the bedrock. But my friends, the fight that you're in is about the future. It's about what lies ahead between you and the Father and your assignment. So you're fighting a fight today that's not your personal fight. You don't want to go out and sin. That's not you. And yet it's all coming at you So just stay on the path with him, because the fight now is to keep you from deeper abiding, which takes you into your assignment, which means the 10, the 50, the 100, the 1,000 that maybe you're called to, whatever that measure may be. Don't make it more, don't make it less. But my friends, you need to understand and be able to discern the aspects of the fight of faith that you're in. You're not fighting to be good. You're not fighting old fights. This is the fight of faith that we're in, the fight of who will you trust, the fight of who shall you depend upon, because that's going to be who you lead tens, hundreds, thousands to in the future. And though the enemy isn't omnipotent, he's not omniscient, he's not omnipresent, he doesn't know everything, my friends, but he can keep tapping on stupid flesh and keep looking like he's winning, you know. But when the Father sharpens a son and sobers a son, that son can club the devil all day long because of the goodness of the Father to have revealed what was really going on. And that son then leans into the Father and says, I trust this one and this one only. Oh, come on. You're in the honest fight of faith today. Don't be duped into being in the hot pursuit of sin. You're in the honest fight of faith. So, I ask the question again. Are you in the honest fight of faith, or are you in the hot pursuit of sin? Do you think you're trying to suppress that which you really want, which is to go out and sin, but you know you shouldn't? Okay, you're suppressing something that's going to pop out one day and bite you on the hind parts. Because if you're born again, number one, that's not you. Number two, you're using weapons that are not of our warfare. You're trying to suppress something. It's like, just move on with God. Just move on as who you are. Don't be in a holding pattern inside the dark tunnel of the race that you're running. Because there are times where you run through a tunnel to get to the next leg of the journey. Are you in the honest fight of faith or the hot pursuit of sin? I love you all. Talk to you soon. And there is a series coming. There is, called At the House. If you can get free at your house, my friends, you can live free anywhere. Ooh. Wynn McCrady might even join us for this one. This is going to be good. Talk to you later.
For more information on Nancy, please visit nancymccrady.com or follow her on social media at NB McCrady.